Well, this is a rocker box off of the '89 Sportster. This is for this kit for like all the big twins. It's rocker lockers. It's for the big twins 86 to 90 XL Sportsters. And what happens is not really a major problem, but it's a ticking noise. The bolt that installs into the head, the rocker box into the head, you see this notch here. That bolt goes along that notch and it keeps this rocker, this shaft from spinning as, you know, the push rods and the valves go up and down. It's going like this. And what happens is this spins too, and it ticks and knocks against the bolt. So what you can do is you can put these brass fittings in here. It takes up that space, but you got to press them into there. So when you put this back in this position, they give you this little guide bar here, and make sure it's all good to go. And then this has a tapered end and one side's tapered. I guess it's not that side, it's this side right here. Okay, that's the tapered side. And then you can tap it in a little bit to get it started. And then you take your bolt and your nut and your washer, and you start tightening it down and pull it through. So and get it on there. Can't do this with one hand. Okay, so I'm tightening it down. Just got to hold this in place here, this wrench. Of course, you can use a camera stand, but of course we don't do that. Just keep tightening it down. If we got the wrench on there or not, probably don't. But anyway, we got to do this two hands, and it'll press this bushing right into place. Then this will not. There'll be no movement in here. The disadvantage of this is if you take this apart, you got to get new locker rockers, but they're about 15 bucks a piece. A lot cheaper than even a gasket set. Okay, those are both installed. You can see the brass insert that's in there right there. And so the bolt fits right through there, no problem. But the thing is, this rocker, this shaft can't pivot. You know, this slides on the shaft, but then the shaft sometimes slides in here and it goes against that bolt. Well, it's not going to do that anymore. So it's locked in place with the brass sleeve. So that's one of the reasons sometimes the top end on Harleys has this ticking noise. It's not like a problem. It's not the lifters, it's not the rockers, it's just this shaft rotating slightly against the bolt that locks it in place. But now this brass insert is pressed into there. That bolt ain't, this shaft is not going to go anywhere. So that'll eliminate that noise. It's not a problem, but you know, I'm already taking out and putting in new push rods and lifters. I figured I'd do this. You know, I wouldn't do this just for this. But since I'm already putting and changing out lifters, because you really should change out lifters every 40, 50,000 miles on Harleys, just to be on the safe side. So I figured I'd do this. But if you got to take this apart again, you're going to have to remove these, knock these shafts, these brass inserts out with a punch, and then put new ones in. But they're, like I said, they're cheap because the gasket set itself is like 60 bucks just for the rockers. And I forgot what it is, but it's a lot more than just these sleeves, these bushings. These brass bushings are very cheap. Called rocker lockers, and they come with very good instructions. You can see all this right here, color printed, very detailed, and you really can't go wrong. It even has this little Teflon insert that you can put in there to make sure everything's lined up, because you don't want to start this if that slot in the shaft is not lined up with the hole, because then you'll just crush this sleeve. So you want to have it all lined up, but they give you the little thing to line it up. So it's actually very simple, but make sure you do it right.